What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who never knows best, and in today's video we have some more Bleach Rebirth of Souls gameplay and character trailers to take a look at. A couple weeks ago, I want to say it was, we had three that we went over simultaneously, and that was Ichigo, Rukia, and Ishida. The Bleach Rebirth of Souls Twitter and the Bandai Namco YouTube channel dropped all three of those on the same day. And so silly old me, I was under the impression that we might just be getting these three at a time then. No real reason for that other than the fact that they dropped three on the same day. And so when the Byakuya trailer showed up on my timeline, I immediately retweeted it. But I was like, all right, let me not watch this. Let me wait for the other two to come out, and then I'll react to them all together, just like I did the first time, and make a video. And I sat there and I waited, and I was refreshing. Like an hour go by, and I'm like, oh, they just dropping that one. They not going to drop another one today. Okay, for sure. And so I never watched it. Then they dropped Yoruichi, and then they just dropped one for Chad. So now we have three trailers that we can actually take a look at all together, because I didn't want to do them individually, like one by one. If you would prefer that I do them individually, you guys feel free to let me know. Or if you prefer me to group them up like this, do three at a time as these release, let me know if that's what you prefer as well. That being said, let's just go ahead and start jumping into them, man, because I actually, believe it or not, I haven't watched these yet because I wanted to save my reaction for you guys in these videos. Otherwise I would have watched it already. Hey, accept your soul. Yes, my boy, Sakura, Kageyoshi. We'll let it play all the way through, then we'll go back and like run it back. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me make sure I'm in 1080. Okay, we are. It looks smooth, man. It looks smooth. Also, would you guys be interested in me making a video where I make a tier list of all the different anime games that I've played and like which ones I think are good and bad or overrated or trash or whatever? Because that's something I've had like queued up in my mind for a minute that I haven't actually like followed through with yet, but I've been thinking about doing that. Byakuya looks sick, by the way. I got a favorite captain. I think I can't even pick a favorite captain. Picking like my favorite Bleach characters is so hard because Bleach just has so many dope ass characters. But Byakuya is so sick though, with the cherry blossoms and everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and run that back. What was I saying? But like, I was gonna say Byakuya could potentially be my favorite captain, but Toshido is up there, and Toshido is one of my favorite characters as well. And then like, if you want to talk about, you know, technically Yoruichi like was a captain. You know what I mean? I can't even pick a favorite captain. I can't pick a favorite Espada. I can't pick a favorite captain. I can't just pick a favorite like regular Shinigami. You know, Bleach got a lot of really dope characters. Also, another quick question for y'all. My homie asked me this. Was it my homie or was it somebody in chat? Somebody asked me like just yesterday or the day before, who you got, the Akatsuki or the Espada? Not in terms of like who's stronger, but like just overall as a group of characters, like as a group of antagonists or villains, who's cooler? Who you taking between the two? I went the Akatsuki just because Itachi carries so hard, but if we go on band for band, character for character, the Espada is winning that. I'm not gonna lie, the Espada overall probably has more cool characters than the Akatsuki does to me, even though I like Naruto as a series way more. But you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Itachi solos them all though, just in terms of like hype, cool factor, how much I like him and everything like that. But that's just me though. That's just me though. All right, Sakura. So, a tactician who adapts his fighting style depending on the situation and uses Sakura to cut down his enemies.
I shall end this with
also, forgive me if I sound a little bit under the weather. My nose is a little stuffy. Signature move. So, signature move. Also, once again, maybe I should move my camera. Let's go over here, maybe. Where was I last time? No, did I move myself up here, I think? Bam. There we go. So, signature move, Sakura, seal and release, a technique that switches between seal and release forms that when used properly will maintain a distance advantage over Byakuya's opponent.
Where are you looking?
I like that actually. Spiritual pressure move 1, release, Sakura, seal, Sakura. Attacking from all directions with an invisible blade, the technique changes depending on the form Sakura is activated in. In the release form, it draws in the opponent, while in the sealed form, it blows the opponent away. So let's go ahead and play these both back real quick.
Too late. Where are you looking?
I see.
Too weak. It is my turn now. Nothing you.
He's you know what it reminds me of? I'm kind of getting vibes of like Naruto Storm Gata. You know how he fights with the sand? That's basically the vibe I'm getting from this. It feels like it's going to be a very similar style of gameplay.
It is my turn now.
Yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of. A spiritual pressure move 2. That won't touch me. Can block your opponent's attack followed up by a counterattack with the Kido ability Sokatsui. It's just a straight up counter or a parry.
Nothing you do will work against me.
It seems like it has a very obvious like visual cue though, because you go into the stance, you start glowing and everything like that. Just granted, hold on, let me see how quickly.
It is my turn now.
Okay, so you see Ichigo starting to charge up this attack, which I forget if this is an attack. It's been so long since I watched that character. I should probably go back and see the trailer, but I don't know if this is a game mechanic in terms of some sort of charged attack, or if this is an Ichigo specific thing, but it kind of looks like you would be able to react to that move with this counter that Byakuya has. Now, what type of follow-up? You don't really get a follow-up, it just like it knocks him away. And to that, I wonder, like, would it be better, more optimal to actually just like interrupt that attack, or can you interrupt it? Would it be better to super if you have one of those, or is that counter, you know, a specific option that only Byakuya has? You know, I mean, obviously that move is, but I mean, like, is he going to be a character that can, you know, challenge that or counter that? Not in terms of like a literal counter, but counter in the general sense. That and other characters may not be. Who knows? Reverse fate.
Scatter. Senbon Sakura.
Awakening. When Bankai Senbon Kakayoshi is released, Senbon Sakura no longer changes form and is fixed in a form that strengthens Byakuya's mid to long range techniques, but weakens close combat. This technique is best used in a way that prevents opponents from getting too close. Yeah, it definitely just feels like Gata, which is fine by me because I think Gata is actually very, very fun to play in the Storm games, which is one of my favorite characters to play in those games. Byakuya Kuchiki Squad 6 can fight at any distance due to Senbon Sakura's ability to change forms. I like the versatility that a character like Byakuya is probably going to be able to have playing at all these different distances. I'm more of a close combat to maybe mid-range player, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really too big on like long range attacks and like zoning and everything like that, but I like having the option. You feel me? I like the flexibility. Byakuya is definitely a character, not only because I like him as a character in the series, but also gameplay wise, somebody I'm going to be heavily interested in playing. All right, so that's the Byakuya trailer. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Yoruichi trailer, which I'm actually very excited for as well. I'm interested in all of these. Maybe Chad the least out of the three, but Byakuya and Yoruichi, I know those are really high on my list. So go ahead and take a look. Another little looky-loo here. Flash Master, Black Cat, you feel me? You ain't Michael Jordan, baby.
Well, let's get started.
She is gorgeous. Oh my god.
Don't look away.
Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay.
You can't catch me.
Wait a minute. Is Yoruichi my favorite character I've seen so far? Yoruichi's looking like my favorite character I've seen so far.
Now we begin. Are you ready?
Shit. Did I just find my main? Oh no. Low key on the low ski. I might have just found my main, bro. Okay, hold on. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. I think that's the one, Daniel's son. The thing is though, it's gonna be one of those games where I probably play like a ton of characters, because again, Bleach just has so many dope ones, you know. It's hard to stick to just one. But I really like what I just saw. So known as the Flash Master, she is a master of close range combat and fast ho-ho who fights led by her heart.
Well, let's get started.
So, signature move, Ankin or Flash Breaker, both an offensive and counter ability determined by holding the input. Normal input fires Ankin forward, while holding input, Yoruichi will spin and parry an opponent's attack.
My blade's flying.
Oh, so that's what that was. That was a little parry there.
Don't look away.
She's got these little kicks, but then also if she holds it, it's a parry. That's kind of sick. Spiritual Pressure Move 1, Bako. A long distance rushing attack good for counters and closing the gap. When successfully executed, Bako creates a follow-up attack using Hakuda and Kido. Found my neutral skip button. Found my neutral skip button. And then this right here. Oh, Oboro Neko. While taking a lowered stance, Yoruichi will create after images when attacked during the stance. Yoruichi swiftly counters with a barrage of strikes. Nah, that's too clean. That's too clean. It's too clean. And then you got the awakening.
Now we begin. Are you ready?
Hey, costume change, you know what I'm saying? Awakening. Enhanced by Shunko, Yoruichi's speed and damage are dramatically increased, allowing for her to swiftly corner and defeat her opponent. It's gonna be real hard for me to not be a Yoruichi man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was about to call y'all chat, but I'm not gonna lie to you, YouTube. Run it back one more again, though. I'm a sucker for like characters who are like super fast and have like rapid strikes like that, whether it's like hand-to-hand combat or sword strikes. So characters like that immediately appeal to me. The first one that comes to mind is like Neji in the Naruto Storm games. Naruto Storm is just the first thing that comes to mind to compare the game to. Not because they look that similar in terms of gameplay or anything like that, but just because it's another arena fighter and it's a series that I have a lot of experience with as I grew up playing those games, as I'm sure a lot of you guys did as well. But if y'all remember, back in Storm Generations, PTS Neji in particular, he was dumb quick with his strikes and everything like that. And they ended up nerfing him as the games went on. And he still has a very similar, gentle fist, Hyuga style, like the pokes and the strikes and everything. And he's pretty fast. But it's PTS Neji back in Generations. That was my shit, boy. That was my shit. Was it Generations or was it Storm? No, because he wasn't in Storm 2, right? PTS characters weren't in Storm 2. I'm pretty sure. Oh man, now I gotta look it up real quick. Naruto Storm 2 roster. Yeah. So the PTS characters were not in Storm 2, so it had to be Storm Generations. I remember because that's where I played Obito a lot. I was so ass at that game, but I liked that game so much. It's still my favorite one to this day, even though I was really, really bad at it. I got a whole lot better as the series went forward. Anyway, I say all that to say that this type of character is right up my alley. Yeah, I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with that pretty heavily. I love the costume too, by the way. He's so good at swiftly closing on opponents and catching them off guard. Yeah, I like that. Beautiful smile too. All right, next up we have Chad. Last but not least, even though I said he's my least favorite, but I'm still interested in seeing the gameplay. So let's go ahead. Let this one rock for the one time. Get my mouse off screen. The Gentle Giant. One and only.
I will keep my promise.
Chad is still a really cool character. Also, he's looked like he got a little bit of a boxer archetype going on to him, which obviously, right? And boxer characters are really cool. I tend to like those a lot in fighting games as well. And actually, he looks gameplay wise. Damn, bro, who am I gonna play this game? He actually looks really cool. Anyway, what I was gonna say is like I like boxer characters a lot, like Steve and Tekken. Even though I don't play Steve, I like watching Steve. I played obviously a lot of Hit in Dragon Ball Fighters. I played a decent little bit of Akechi in Persona Arena. You know what I mean? So the boxer archetype always appeals to me in any sort of like fighting game. He looks cool. He actually looks pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and run it back. Also, they had some text down here. What did they call this, man? They had a label for him. Something in Spanish. Gentle Giant, Fervent Vow. Yeah. Brazo derecho del this is the right arm of the giant, right? Okay. I thought this was, I didn't know what it said at first. I didn't pause it in order to see it. A powerful fighter with deadly fists, he is a gentle giant with a fervent vow hidden behind his quietness.
I will keep my promise.
Alright, so signature move, Aggression. A powerful blow can be charged, unleashing significant damage regardless of the opponent's defense. The closer the opponent is, the more powerful this attack becomes. Let's see. Spiritual pressure move 1, Alerta. The attack power and the charge speed of Chad's signature move are increased for a period of time. Oh, I just added on a period of like the of time part. That's not written there. I don't know why my brain just automatically thought that was written there, but yo, son.
Let's go now.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The fuck, he actually looks just as fun to me as Byakuya and Yoruichi did. Releases an uppercut that can catch an opponent's attack and increase the uppercut's power dramatically. Contraataque. Hablo un poco español, pero es no muy bueno, you know, es así, but I ain't never seen that word before in my life. I have no idea what that means. I gotta look this up. What the fuck? It looked like the word contract, but I don't know if that's what that really means. Counterattack. Contraataque. Like, so I'm not a fluent or native Spanish speaker, and I'm not Hispanic. I just studied it in school growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have my brain, you know, if this was an English word, I could have really easily figured that out. I was like, oh, this is that part, this is that. You know, I know. I'm so dumb sometimes. I wasn't able to use. I can't do context clues in other languages. I mean, my word recognition like that ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
I'm expecting this. Yeah. I can't lose this battle. I'll end this.
Awakening. Overturn the tide. Chad's left arm becomes brazo izquierdo del diablo and can now fight with both arms, increasing his battle capabilities. Honestly, I like his gameplay and his fighting style more without the awakening. He's one of the few characters where I think the awakening might actually be a little bit of a downgrade. I'm sure some of you guys think it's pretty cool, but like the stuff he was doing, it's like without the awakening, with just the right arm, I honestly thought was kind of more lit than the awakening actually is. If I'm keeping it a stack. It looks cool though. Yasutora Sado, Chad, possible to change the situation with a single blow. Earnest yet powerful signature move action. And that's Chad, and that does it for our video, ladies and gentlemen. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that wraps it up for today. I'm looking forward to this game. You guys let me know what other types of content you want to see me make when it comes to some of these anime games and Bleach Rebirth of Souls in particular. Like I said, if you guys would be interested in me doing that tier list video, or if you want to hear like my in-depth thoughts about anything in particular in regards to the genre of games, or you know, thoughts, hopes, expectations, opinions of what we've seen from this game so far, or as it compares or pertains to other arena fighters that I've played in the past, feel free to let me know. With that being said though, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all this content up when I bring you. And with that all being said, that's pretty much all I have for today. And remember, nothing can happen until you swing the bat. Later.